Well, if you enjoyed today, just kind of put that on repeat and add a little more cloud cover, and that's likely what we're going to see for the next couple of days. You did notice a couple isolated showers roaming around, and you see in the bottom of your screen there some heavier rain starting to move into the picture. We're really not going to be in the focus of rain for a few days before, and it really depends on where Harvey goes, and those feeder bands that kind of wrap around the storm could be approaching this area as we get into the latter part of the weekend into early next week. But as of right now, this is pretty much what it's going to look like for the next 48 to 72 hours. Just increased cloud cover out there and occasional showers with rain off to our west. Now, looking at tonight's forecast, 73 degrees. We're going to keep that cloud cover around. Pretty guaranteed there. The wind's not too bad either. Looking at what to expect over the next couple of days, well, mostly cloudy tomorrow, but dry. Might have an isolated shower, but I think for the most part we will stay dry tomorrow. And then looking into Saturday, will be cloudy, or Sunday will be cloudy and humid. So just a little more humid out there than where we were the last couple of days. Then as we go Monday through Thursday, this is where things could get interesting. And again, this is all dependent on exact track of Harvey, because we could end up with almost no rain if Harvey stays well off to our west. If it drifts back east and even goes into the Gulf of Mexico and eventually going up into Louisiana, then we could end up with this situation where we have heavy rain at times and flooding could become a concern. At the moment, this is looking less and less likely, which is good news for us. Our surface map out there showing an area of low pressure in the Atlantic, and of course Harvey on into Texas, going to be sitting there for quite some time. Dry in between thanks to that high pressure, and you see the showers will be rotating around Harvey as well. Speaking of Harvey's track, well, you notice the timeline here, making landfall just a short while ago, and by the time we get to Wednesday, it will only be just south of Houston. So for 5 days, this hurricane is basically going to be over the same area that it is right now. And it could drift back into the Gulf of Mexico, gain back to tropical storm strength, and then eventually wander its way up into Louisiana, where we could be affected by the rain. But of course, that's going to be mid to late next week. Our forecast lows out there tonight right around 72, 73 with plenty of cloud cover, and tomorrow a 20% chance of a wandering isolated shower. Temperatures going to top out right about where we were today, 88 degrees or so. And our 7-day forecast here showing the worst situation possible, which is where we have that heavy rain from Monday to Thursday. But again, we're showing basically what could happen as opposed to what probably will happen, which is somewhere in between. So hopefully this doesn't happen. We don't have the heavy rain move in and we stay dry, but we will likely see at least 1 or 2 days next week where we see some rain. Right now, not super concerned about flooding here, but there is that potential. So we'll get closer to that situation and closer to those days, and of course we'll hone in on that forecast.
All right, thanks so much, Ross.